Alright guys, we're here one more time, and the season is winding down. It really is, especially in the NCAA, where teams are playing their finals in the championship games, and you have pretty much the remaining teams just dueling it out for championship glory. The NCAA is coming to a close for 2022-2023, but it is going out with a bang for Montreal Canadiens prospect fans. Because, heading over to the BU Terrier system, there's been a guy that we've been talking about the entire season, and finally, with yesterday's championship game for Hockey East, he has done it. He has officially tied the record set by an NHL legend in the past 40-something years. Let's go over to the Montreal Canadiens second-round pick in 2022, Lane Hutson, and go over what he had accomplished yesterday. Now this is the... what is it, like, we talked about Dubois, part infinity. It feels like it's part infinity here with Lane Hutson as well. But Hudson's a guy that has been so good this season. You've been watching all the videos on this channel going over just the individual games, the statistics, just what it is that he's been doing the past few months. But now that he had himself the championship final game for Hockey East with the BU Terriers the other day, it's almost like everything has been validated. Not that it wasn't before, but now there is that hard-nosed, set-in-stone number that makes this all the more official, especially when compared to the start of the year. Lane Hutson, if you've been under a bridge this entire time, 2004 birth date, 19 years old, 5'10", 161 left-handed defenseman. He was 5'8" at the time of the draft. He grew 2 inches, so now he's suitable size, I guess you could say, when it comes to NHL projectability. 62nd overall pick by the Canadiens in 2022, and this year for the Boston University Terriers, the guy has 36 games played, 14 goals, 33 assists, and 47 total points. Last time we made a video about this guy, we talked about the comparisons to Jack Eichel, how this was the first freshman to lead the entire Hockey East division in scoring since Eichel, and how this was the first defenseman to lead this division in scoring in general ever. So, big names right there. Big shoes to fill. But the shoes that have been thrown out here onto the conveyor belt are pretty much in the same tier, as yesterday for BU, you had yourselves Hutson scoring 2 goals to seal the deal, and one of those goals ended up being the overtime winner. The championship-winning goal for BU, and it's a pretty good clip. It's on Twitter. It's pretty much everywhere. You don't even really need me to guide you as to where it is. Hutson receives the puck at the right point. He dashes into the middle, and then he absolutely just whips the puck on goal. He kind of does a little bit of a fake-ish before throwing it towards the net, but it ends up going in. And that's the 3-2 goal. BU wins over Merrimack, and Lane Hutson walks away with the championship as well as this stat at our disposal too. In addition to winning the Hockey East title for BU with his overtime winner, Lane Hutson now has 47 points this season. He is the highest scoring U19 defenseman in NCAA hockey since Brian Leetch had 47 in 1986-1987. Now, if we do some quick math here, let's do 2023 minus 1987. That was 36 years ago, dude. The NCAA has not seen a defenseman in 36 years post up this amount of production from the blue line at 18 years old. Brian Leetch is an NHL legend, arguably one of the best defensemen to ever play the game. And sure, he was a bigger dude. I mean, he was like 6 feet whatever, so not really the biggest, but still bigger than Lane Hutson. But Brian Leetch still had a storied NHL career. He posted up 100 points back in 1991-1992. Everybody talks about Erik Karlsson this year. Oh, this is the guy that's going to be the first defenseman to maybe get 100 points since Brian Leetch in the 90s. Well, yeah, that was Brian Leetch in the 90s, man. He was really gosh darn good, and his one and only NCAA year with Boston College in 1986-87 saw him post up 47 points in 37 games played. Lane Hutson this season had the same amount of points in 1 fewer game, so there you go. The production actually does lean in Hudson's favor. And if you go over to the Elite Prospects page, 86-87, up until today with U19 as the stipulation for defensemen, Lane Hutson went out there and had better 18-year-old production than Adam Fox, Luke Hughes, Werenski, Falk, Jack Johnson, Patrick Learkoch, going down the list, Trouba, Quinn Hughes, Who else is here? Chris Weidman? Okay, that's not really the best example, but still, you kind of get what I mean here when I say that Lane Hutson has had a season for the ages. Normally, just having a regular NCAA player in and of itself, that's great. You talk about Jaden Struble, the guy the Canadiens signed the other day. That guy was only producing like half a point a game at best. And so, for Lane Hutson to come out here and produce numbers that if he was like a center or something, we'd still be kind of clamoring about this guy, it makes it even more crazy. If Lane Hutson was a second line, let's just say third round caliber center who posted up 47 points in 36 games, we would still be freaking out. Wow, he's way over a point per game. That's incredible. His numbers are amazing. But no, he's a defenseman. And he's so dynamic with his pivots, with his offensive vision, with the shot. You don't need me to go into an entire scouting report about this guy. We've talked about him so much that I hope you kind of get the gist of it by now. But still, just to hammer the point home, Lane Hutson is 7th overall in NCAA points this year. And yeah, that's pretty good. A lot of these guys are a lot older. I know Adam Fantilli is a lot younger because he is draft eligible this season. He's got 61 points in 33 games played. That's phenomenal. But still, with all the names aside here, Lane Hutson still has proven himself to being one of the best in the entire NCAA system. Where things go from here, I'm not really all too sure, to be honest. Like, if Lane Hutson decided to go back to BU and play 2023-2024 as a sophomore in the NCAA, then okay, go at it, champ. Break some records while you're at it. Maybe go out there and just absolutely take over the league in ways that we have not seen done before. Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, what? Nah, fam, it's Lane Hutson's time to shine. He's 1st overall in NCAA defenseman scoring this year. Of course, his 47 points leads Luke Hughes, who has 42 points. Hughes was a 4th overall pick the prior year. So there's a lot of talent here that Lane Hutson is besting out with his production, and Brian Leetch, the last 100-point scorer amongst all blue liners in the NHL, is the guy that just recently got tied up. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Lane Hutson tying Brian Leetch's point production in the NCAA with the game on, was it Saturday? Against Merrimack. The team won. They've got the Hockey East Championship. I'm personally not too familiar with the NCAA schedule. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's look for BU Terriers men's ice hockey. Okay. And we'll check the website, see... Okay, yeah, I have an ad blocker. Yeah, I'm sorry, BU. I do have an ad blocker. Let's see schedule. Where do they play next? Are they playing some more games in the tournaments? Okay, no. The Hockey East tournament was the last one that was listed over here, but, where exactly is the national tournament? I really don't know where things are going to go from here, but you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below when the team ends up playing a little bit more. What Lane Hutson is going to do? How well do you think he's going to project next season? Where do you want him to play next season? If they do play one more time, and let's say Lane Hutson gets an assist or whatever in the next game, he will break Brian Leetch's point production and be the highest scoring guy in the past 40-something years to produce at this level. So that's pretty cool, is it not? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Juraj, and bye.